Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugga and I am coming at you with Banner Saga. Now, I wanted to do Fallout 3 and I did get it working, but I'm worried about it crashing and other problems. So I'm going to just pass it up for now and test it for a little while, and if it works, maybe do it at a later time. Otherwise, I've heard a lot of really positive things about this, and I picked it up recently, so I want to go with a run through it. I've tried deadening some of the echo, but as you can probably hear, it hasn't worked that well. I do have a sheet hung up behind my main monitor to help relax some of the echo, but two problems. Problem number one is I can't extend the sheet all the way to the right. Directly in front of me is covered, but there's a little area to the right that I can't hang the sheet, because if I do, my computer will be venting directly into the sheet, and that'll just cause heat problems. And number two, the big problem is that my main monitor is a 40-inch HD TV. So I'm pretty sure I'm just echo bouncing off the TV itself. But be that as it may, I want to give this a shot. Hopefully I have the sound set up correctly. Okay. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survive through a tenuous alliance driving black destroyers called Dredge Deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. The only thing has stopped the sun. The only one thing has stopped. I'm not very good at reading. Never was. I'm sorry.
It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the vile human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds.
Interesting. The sun has just stopped.
By stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire.
Are those men and these are giants?
Speak to the governor.
I know, and it's obvious, but I've known all along this is Viking based. I guess this is the... Oh, my voice is coming through okay. I'm worried about it being too soft. You don't say. You arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they have bargained for. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Sorry, I'll stop. These portraits show the order of initiation, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue and your enemy is red. It's your turn to act. Movement happens before action. The ring shows your shield banger. Okay. Is active. The blue tiles around shows where he can move. Some characters feel more tiles than others. The honored allies are a race of giants called Varl who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have huge impact on your strategy. Click the tile you want to move to, then click the check mark to confirm. Okay. Target an enemy. Enemy strength or break his armor. The numbers between each icon, 2 and 5, show the damage you will inflict. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Okay. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to taking more damage. Okay. This enemy has only 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Click the fist now to attack. Yeah, I did that. And each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. Okay. Okay. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their action. Willpower is a limited resource. Use it wisely. Standard attacks only find a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click your Warhawk's title to see his ability. The ability description appears in the tooltip below. The Warhawk's Tempest allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. Player enters pillage mode. Okay. Click the fist and the stars above the fist to add to, okay. Interesting. Very in depth, honestly.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed. Watched man and Var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. 12 families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal. I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Okay. Chapter 1. Only the sun has... Approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you leave in the great hall. He cuts to the chase. Okay. Governor's business. It is. You have in mind. Okay. Handle this. You meander through the rows of open face houses, eroded stalls, colored canvas flaps on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scoffling's chieftain bled out an hour ago. Had. So when you tell me what rat's anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try and kill you this time. They don't talk to me. Wait, just buy one of these. If everyone thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? Intimidating. You motion to Grolmph, your enormous bodyguard who looms over the man like a snake over a mouse. Where are the Scofflings? Noblemen up by the east wall, but that was months ago, last I knew. It skulks away with wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over. You figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. We done here? Were you wearing cleaning black back in the hall? I just bought them while you were walking around. Why? Look like a frog, no reason. They look good. Yeah, they look good. Seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had. But he used to be Scoffling. Now they're licking their wounds. They probably have gone to old haunts. Not new ones. Nobleman in a mead hall? Best I can tell, that name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls back in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have an approach? Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. Okay. Mead house. Okay. You arrive in front of what must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. You ready? Yeah, let's get it over with. Valgard boots open the front door so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of a table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken Scofflings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Looking mildly outnumbered here. On a unit to deploy them into any of the blue tiles. Okay. I could walk straight into this guy. He can walk straight into me. Or I could back up and go defensive, which I've done many times, allowing me to get the first hit without actually having to do much. Probably should turn around. Yeah. Rally the big guy. Well, my friend, you have made the mistake of walking into my range. No. Let's just do that. Well, now I'm gonna have to willpower because I'm an idiot. That's enough. I thought that would kill him. I don't know why I did. We'll kill him now. That's enough to kill him. I don't need willpower. Alright, big man. Wonder why so little damage. Is it because I'm tired or because there's extras? Probably because he has high armor. Alright. I wish I could go here. Damn! He just ripped through 3 guys! Take him out in a single shot. Yeah, I'm worried because he's so surrounded. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Send him this way. Just end the turn. That is hurting. Five, 6. Kill. Okay, we're gonna kill him. just gonna whack this guy. We'll do it for 5. No! Damn it. We already lost a guy from being stupid. I'm not gonna willpower walk that. Oh, wait. Deflect. Damn it. Damn it, I lost both giants, man. That ain't right. Or they're just out of the fight and they actually get back up. There they are, gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall windows in the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold red and blues. One banner I know well, Vognir. Next for Jarl. Kinship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guess. See what I deal with all day long? Things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrive. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? What? If you happen to stall our guest down at the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silvers for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Docks. Vognir. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of... I'm going to mess this one up. Grofheim? Abundant in purpose. God, Zubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old, and if there is Vognir, there must be Hakon. Must there be? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Yonder demands it. I'll take over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. I just returned from I'm not going to say it, in fact, and glad of it. Harken motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head embezzled upon red. The king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The son, Ludin. Don't you know Skrevnir? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Ah, Haken. Has it... I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Haken. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distant feeling I have finished my business in Strand, or Strad, and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but, let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Morg? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Morg. I'll see you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludens looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Relfheim should be more interesting than most years. Weariness suddenly settles in. You chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men in the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, you're going to join Wagnier's caravan tomorrow. It might not hurt to share a drink with Harkon or introduce yourself to the prince you spoke so highly of. No idea what I'm shooting. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Jarl, who must be working for Luden. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Luden. Yes, you're with Wagner. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim, with my guards. Luden looks up the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We've crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Just introducing myself. You've collected taxes for the Jarl's territory? A true pleasure. Yes. An awkwardness hangs in the air like a thick fog. Take your opportunity to depart his history. Sorry. Alright. Scrivener. You found Hakon in the mead house surrounded by other Jarls. I say Jarls. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Jarls, even though it's spelled Varls. Strand is no stranger to Jarls, but rarely sees this many in Hakon. He waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyways. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha, humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yaks fart. Okay. I might be desperate to make something of myself too. Not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon let slip a low chuckle. Any Jarl would recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point, just the other reason to go back to Grofhelm. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air. Great Hall, I suppose. At dawn, you are woken by delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with that sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers, and there's just promised you a mild... All there, just as promised to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with it. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already there. A while later, Luden and his men appear groggy and disheveled. Margot steps forward, Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. Yes, we're ready. You follow Wagner and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are not best heard. Perhaps the governor is expecting you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Okay, no. See, I honestly thought that if you, the way this game talked, if you died, if a character died in battle, that's it, you lost him. But no, it seems like it's like many other RTSs in that if you die, well, you come back in the next battle as long as you live. Caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Morg, cracking open meat cask, from our gracious friend the governor of Strands. Hours pass with raucous laughter, and the mead pass throughout the camp. Drink a little, drink a lot. Drink a lot. It's not often you get the chance to relax on the road. The odds of something happen to the treasure cart is low, especially in this company. You take advantage. Something's gonna happen, right? You rise groggily. The campsite is campsite of casualty of merriment. I told you I'm not good at this. Morg is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Luden stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge. Wagner, you're needed. Ah, it's Luden. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grafheim? Huh. We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. Drag the map, look around. The portrait icon shows you caravans in the world. You can also tap any location to get some history about it. When you're done with the map, hit the X button at the bottom of the screen. That's a sizable map. Yeah, quite sizable, honestly. I'm not going to dig into the history, really. I'm just not. And I was to say I already lost sight of my caravan. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grafheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Luden. Why not take the ships to Skrymerstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered with ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skrymerstead. Oh, God. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge prints. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Luden exhales through his nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside a tent flap as he goes barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off of, too. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hakan. Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vetterfell, if we're lucky. Camp is where you manage your caravan during travels. You can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies' equips in the hero tent. You can pass the time by using rest tent. Resting will improve caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce the casualties of war effect upon your willpower. In combat, each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite. Are you ready to go on the road? Ymir here, he is injured. You can still fight, but have a penalty. To max strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes. Click on the ability button to learn about the unit's new abilities. Okay. Promote. Yes, why wouldn't I promote him? No one else to promote? Okay. Leave. Injured 1 days. Injured 1 days. Okay. Okay. Training. Okay, we rested for a day. Now we can leave.
Winterfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. But most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
Hasdrug, that's a lot of Jarl for some missing cattle. What? A couple days back we sent word to Strand about cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you weren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? Won't know. My boys see men up in the hills carrying them away. Don't know how many men can hoist a whole cow by himself. I don't know many men. Scofflings out there maybe. Could they have Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look up around the camp, get the camp set up. The peasant spit, his eyes anxious, darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of Varl? I guess it is Varl. I'm used to hearing Jarl, but that's like title of the king versus that's a race. I'm not paying very good attention. Are you willing to sell? Faint sound of fighting and something else. Hawkon takes off at a run. Oh great, he's by himself. Deflected attacks do no damage. From here on out, you'll fail carefully if you don't break armor. Damage both strength and armor equally is important. Alright. Break armor, huh? Willpowering there won't work either. take this guy's armor as hard as I can. Breaks. That didn't do much. Nice. Yeah, he's gonna go down most likely unless I can drop this guy. One more cost. Well, at least I know he doesn't die. Do 8. Do it. Do it. It kills him. Four. Let's nail his armor. Seven. Hopefully we can just end him. Yeah. I didn't see the other Varl down in the background. Nice. You trying to get yourself killed, Luden? What are you doing? Trying to get a shot in between the plates. You never seen a dredge before, boy? What kind of idiot break their armor first? Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Harkin goes to where Wagner lies face down. The future Raoul King lies motionless aside from a spreading pool of blood. Wagner's dead. Uh-oh. And then chapter 2. I'm going to go through the story part of this a little bit. And then when it gives me a point to stop, I'm going to stop. Where did that come from? Shh, stay close. I think it saw us. Really? Alright folks, so I'm going to end it here for this one. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've actually really been enjoying bringing it to you. Seems like it's going to be a very interesting game, and I hope that you'll stick with me through it. Until then, this is going to be One Big Bugga signing out, and I'll see you next time.